What gives you ultimate satisfaction? Are you fulfilled when you've been able to lend a hand to someone who is unable to help themselves? The healthcare profession is all about care. And that is what I preach. My name is Bridget Ezobiako, and this is Bridging Healthcare. In this channel, I will teach you on steps to become a healthcare professional and how to be efficient at it. Welcome. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Bridget Ezobiako, and this is Bridging Healthcare. How are you doing and how is work? In this channel, I am a healthcare professional, and I am looking to impart knowledge to everyone who comes across this channel. In this channel, we basically promote being an effective and efficient healthcare professional, and it can be useful for you in whatever line of work you do in the healthcare space, be it a nurse, a doctor, a social worker, a healthcare professional in terms of you're a carer, you're an occupational therapist, you're a nurse, you're a nursing assistant, you are whatever band you find yourself. So welcome again, and thank you for always coming back again and again. And if you've not watched my video this year, Happy New Year, and thank you for tuning in. Today I want to share a quick thought that has been on my mind. I've been thinking of actually doing something around that, just to give information and perspective to care workers, healthcare professionals. It concerns all of us. You know, the truth is that once you get into your job, for a lot of us that are passionate about what we do, we want to give our best. We want to do our best. We want to make an impact in the life of people, because that is what drives us. Speaking for myself, it drives me to see that people are helped, people are supported, people get the best out of life, everyone gets what they deserve, and I give my best looking at someone and haven't done my service, knowing that I gave my best to whoever it is I supported, being an elderly person, being it middle age, whatever their condition is. And that is what's important, okay? It's priority. So don't throw that away. Also, most of us work in an organization, depending on what kind of setting you work in. Some of us work in domiciliary care. That means you go to the client's house, meet with them and support them in their house. And some of us work in a care home, which looks a bit like a hospital, but not a hospital. It's like a home away from home, where you support elderly people or people with disabilities, whatever it is, you know, in a confinement, like they're in a home, you know, like I said, a home away from home. And some of us also worked in hospitals, you know, like the assistants, the nursing assistants, the doctors, you know, it depends on wherever you find yourself. Some of us work in physiotherapy organizations, where people come in and they just receive the service and then they leave. It's still in the healthcare space. And some of us work online, like social workers who do support. And some of us work even online healthcare advisors, like the people that work with the paramedic team, the 111s, and whatever number it is where you find yourself. We are all in this workspace, and you need to work in a safe environment. You need to feel safe at your job. You need to feel that what you're bringing to the table is good enough and is accepted, and you need to feel safe doing your job. You don't need any mental or physical abuse while doing your job. And that is why I have brought this topic to you today. So in the few years that I've been in the healthcare space, starting from the hospital setting, I have noticed a lot of abuse that healthcare workers, you know, live with. And they feel that, I mean, what can I do? How can I help myself? I used to work as a nurse, you know, and I've seen people being abused as nurses, given shifts back-to-back shifts that are beyond their capacity. Their mental health is being affected because they don't have a life. Their whole life is centered around the work, and if they try to complain, there is some form of organizational abuse where they are told that if you don't want, you can go, another person will come and do the job. And that's in some extreme cases. I've also seen in the domiciliary care space where you start work by 6 a.m. and you close by 12 midnight. Sorry, what kind of job is that? When do you rest? When do you see your family? Do you have another life outside work? And that's because work-life balance is important, or your contract is being tossed back and forth. They are breaching contracts. I've seen all sorts, and your company is thinking that you must do what they say because they think you can't speak for yourself. There is this saying that says, united we stand, divided we fall. And sometimes not only just united, when you stand alone, you can easily fall. But when you stand with a group, it's easy for you to sustain your stand. And as far as your stand is right and is in line with the law, and you did not break the law, you did not do something outside what you're supposed to do, then you should be in your right and you should be protected. Everyone has the right to be protected at their jobs. And that is why I'm having this conversation. So I'm going to be sharing just one tip, guys. You need to be in a union. That is one of the steps to protect yourself, protect your mental health, protect your job, and protect your contract. Protect your profession. Because sometimes if you stay too long in a job, you've given your best, there should be, if a company promised you that there's, there'll be trainings are coming, and if you're not getting it, then you should be able to ask questions. Or if your HR is being hard on you, or they are pushing you too hard, or things that are done in the organization are beyond what should be done, and you're afraid to whistleblow. These are things this is what will protect you. So the first thing, let me start from the first thing. The first thing is to make sure that you are in the right. Go back, read your contract, make sure that what you are doing is what is according to your contract. Okay? And once you know that you are in the right, you are in tune with the contract, you are not breaking the company laws, and something is wrong and you notice it and you have reported in the right line of report, like you have your line manager or your manager or whoever you need to report, and you see that these things are not being done, and you start getting subtle threats like emails that are threats, text messages, or somebody has a conversation with you and they make you feel threatened that you even have to shed a tear or something, then you need to do something. So as healthcare professionals, the second thing is you need to join a union. And there are so many unions out there. No one has paid me to mention them, and I'm not saying anything to get anybody to go in any direction. I just did a bit of research. Okay, so let me start from Africa. So in Africa, I know there is World Health Organization, and there is Doctors Union, they have the Nurses Union, and they have all them unions that you can join that can help protect you. If you come to the West, if we go to the US, in the US, there is the National Union of Healthcare Workers. The National Union of Healthcare Workers. They always come with a due, though. A monthly due is always very small. I would list a few things that they can do for you, okay? So in the US, you have the National Union of Healthcare Workers. You have the the Union of Healthcare Workers in the US as well. It's called the Allied Union of Healthcare Workers. You can also go and research them, and there are more, but this is just what I have for the purpose of this video. If you come towards Australia, in Australia they've got their own unison. They have got their own UNSON, is a Union of Healthcare Workers in Australia, and they also have the General Union, okay? And then in Canada, you have the UFCW. UFCW is United Food and Commerce Workers Union, and healthcare workers fall also among the people that can register in this. They all have websites. You can always go to their website. And then also in Canada, you have the CEIU. CEIU is a union in Canada, and is also a union for healthcare workers, you see. So it's also something you can consider and you can join. It's Union of Healthcare Workers, yeah, in Canada. And in the UK, there are so many unions. So there is the UNISON. It's very popular. Unison, you can join, and that one is for people in different fields, not just healthcare professionals. If you want to narrow it down, there is the RCN, that is Royal College of Nursing. Is not only for nurses, is open to nursing assistants, is open to healthcare professionals, is open to support workers. Yes, it's open to all those people. So you can also join this union. And that's not all. There are so many unions you can join. There is is it GMB or something? I don't want to call a name, I can't remember, but I know that there are so many unions. I've given you just a few. And what are the reasons why you should join a union? You know, a union will help you. A union will promote your quality in the field. So the fact that you are in a union, it will help promote equality. That's why I said promote your quality, because it helps promote equality. Make sure that you are getting what you deserve. You're not getting below what you deserve. Like, you know, all those payment thresholds, they say, okay, this is the minimum. So that a company will just come and not come and say they will pay this less amount. There's a minimum threshold that every company must pay. And it is what these unions fight for. They also they also fight for, like, this is, you cannot work more than these hours at a stretch, because I don't know how somebody will work for 24 hours at a stretch, you know. So you should be able to have some period of rest. You should have breaks in between. They also help to negotiate a better working environment for healthcare workers or for their members. They promote trainings. You know, union always promote simple CPD trainings, free training, care skill training, the regular first aid, you know. So these are some things you can get for free. You know, they also promote health and safety in the working environment. So you are not given enough PPE and you are expected to change PPE per task. No, you should have as much PPE as you need. So if you need to change gloves 10 times on a particular work that you have gone to do, you should have at least 10 pairs of gloves or more, because one can tear. They should also promote that you are getting the accurate, you know, equipment that you need, you know, to do your job. They also make sure that you are not maltreated or discriminated as a healthcare professional. These are things that you can enjoy, you know, from being in a union. It comes with a fee. The fee is not so much, and it's not like anybody will go out there and be shouting, oh, she's in the union, they have their t-shirt. No, you are well protected, your information is well protected, and you can always get support. Like if you don't understand something, it doesn't really mean that you have to report something. You don't understand something that is going on in there are counselors that will sit with you and they will explain things to you, and some of them are just a call away. Don't suffer in silence. If you had a contract and the company is breaching the contract, then, or you want to leave and you don't know how to go about it so that you don't get in trouble, it is important you can consult them and ask questions. You know, some people go to citizen advice, you know, they ask questions from them, which is good, but the union will help you based on your field of work, and they will guide you through. So guys, please don't stay silent. Don't say, I don't want to be paying that money. Whatever you are paying is very little compared to the support you need when you need it the most. They know everything. They know the laws. They know what's in the books. So if a company is trying to castigate you, you can tell that, no, this one, I'm sorry, this one, you can waiver this for this person. You can't dismiss somebody. They will always fight for you. Your union is on your side. So this is me, Bridget, coming to just guide you and advise you. Guys, please consider it, think about it, commune with yourself. And it doesn't, whether your company is fantastic, I love where I work. So no one is saying that your company is bad, that's why you should join it. Join a union because you shouldn't stand alone if you have people that can support you. And most especially for people who are working in an environment where they are not used to the environment, you are new, or you're just trying to grapple your hands. These are things that you will get a lot of information. And I hope that this video is going to be able to help you. So remember, make sure that you are in the right. Make sure that you are doing everything according to the books. Don't break the law. Make sure you don't breach the contract of your work. And if something is out of order, try and join a union. Don't wait till things are, before you join a union. It's like insurance. Union is like insurance. You pay monthly. It doesn't mean that something will happen to your car. You try to drive carefully. But you should, because if there's any need, they are always there to support you. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining. And please always come back to like and share, subscribe to the channel, and let's grow the channel. Have a good one.